Hello. Hello to all of my gamers. Where did my streams go? There we go. Okay. I don't know what that was for. As soon as I switched over, they just disappeared. We are here for the last lower bracket round one match of Wacky Roulette 2. This is Meekah versus taran. And we are headed to Haven Island first. We don't have the cards at the top of the screen for right now. We can worry about that for the next round. But we have Meekah played freestyle roulette, which means the targets can be killed basically like it's Berlin. You can pick whatever target to do whatever kill in disguise on. And then, Meekah played no emetics against taran. So taran cannot use emetics. Taran was the one that played the freestyle card. So no emetics here on Haven Island for taran. Definitely going to be a significant issue if they don't know how to work around it, but we will see how that goes. Hopefully my OBS is all right. I was dropping a lot of frames in the beginning of the stream, but last time it seemed like it was fixed so long as I was just staying on OBS as my primary window. So hopefully that continues to be the case, and we do actually have the freestyle set up here perfectly. Lovely. We've got target 1, Cleaver, Villa Staff. Target 2, Folding Knife, Personal Trainer. Target 3, Assault Rifle as Chef. So, yeah. Is there a reason I don't have player audio? Oh, no, I do. It's just very quiet. All right, yeah. So, we've got a lot of sedatives here from taran, and presumably an Assault Rifle. They're looking for the Folding Knife, I guess. Oh, no, the Cleaver and the Folding Knife. It's kind of funny because I was watching some of their practice before the match started, and they were practicing Tyson Rush, so they're like pretty familiar with the map, I would say. I mean, it's not really like a super hard strat to do, but like if you don't ever play the map, you're not going to know the strat. Um, so no cleaver is a little wacky. Yeah, you have to add the cards in when you're creating the round, so that's why I didn't like tell you to do it, because I didn't want to make you like mess with all the deleting and putting the rounds back and then the players being confused. So I was like, we can just do it for the next one. But yeah, they're both coming in here with a Villa start. So of course they'll have that Villa staff disguise for free, and that is the only disguise that you have to get from the Villa. So that doesn't really tell us a lot about what they're going to do here for kills starting off, because the cleaver is not going to be here. So no kills are going to be happening yet. Looks like Meekah is setting up Tyson at the screen. Might even drag him underneath so he doesn't have to blow it up. I don't know what his loadout is. taran already with a quick restart. Yeah, it looks like Meekah's trying to get him set up, and the body is not really working favorably for them. I mean, they should be able to at least grab his arm from that position. taran doing rush is kind of funny. I don't think either of those guards enforce Villa staff, because I don't think you normally mess with them when you're getting like the smuggle and the key down there. I'm not sure what Meekah's looking for. Maybe just where the folding knife is. So that's going to be their assault rifle down there, obviously. Or almost certainly. But you can take an assault rifle from the cinema room and put it in the briefcase instead, if you really want to. Ooh, that's a little awkward for taran. He's got the wrong guard enforcing. It'll probably be fine, but Tyson's bodyguard can have some insane head turns here. Yep. I mean, that one was just the animation pushing him backwards, but yeah, I mean, when, even still, when his bodyguard is posted up there, he can see 180 degrees behind him sometimes, so. Meekah is working on getting that folding knife taken care of. Is trespassing. So that's going to make this a lot more annoying, but they seem to, or well, I guess there's no way to tell, but they might have a dart here that could help them out. They're very likely to have a Seeker, so I'm not sure if their other... Or no, they started Villa Staff, so yeah, that's probably the only gun they have, and yeah. Yeah, you don't really want to improv that if you're not comfortable with the server area. I feel like probably the easiest way you could do this is to start either personal trainer or waiter, and then you would either do the folding knife kill or the cleaver kill, depending on which. Actually, you could do any of the kills with those two starts, but yeah, I mean it doesn't make a huge difference in terms of like flow, but it basically just saves you from having to come back here at the end. Nice. Taran seemingly aware of those guards' positioning. Making sure that door is closed before they show up. Meekah red guns here just from Tyson at the moment. We still are not entirely sure how Taran is going to approach the lack of medics that are going to be here. I mean, they could go for something like, I don't know, a medic syringe on Steven and poisoning Ludmilla's food, and because I believe the card just says you can't bring medics. I don't think it says you can't use medics. The cleaver is in the restaurant. It's by the two chefs on the counter. That's the only one that there is. So the cleaver and the folding knife here are both area discovered. That is insane. Okay. Taran either has literally never played this map before or is outing themselves as a Peacock user in the middle of this tournament. That is crazy work, bro. Okay, they found the cleaver. W. If it is that they've basically never played this map, it's going to be a little tough for them to do a medicless approaches for the two targets. I think he has a new PC. Did he used to play on console or something? Okay, Meekah here with the folding knife grab. Still got about a minute to catch up with Steven, so doing all right there. Turn myself up a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. Played on console before. Yeah, I couldn't remember if... I feel like I remembered him playing on controller, but I didn't know if that was actually console or not. Okay, so Taran is now back up, presumably having gotten the folding knife. They're missing Steven now. I mean, they might be going for him on the island. But yeah. Or, no, they got the cleaver. Sorry. Yeah, that's my fault. They got the cleaver. They now have to go get the folding knife. And obviously that was the target number 1 kill that was used there on Tyson. So we still are going to need a personal trainer for sure, and then we're going to need to figure out what we're going to do with these targets. Definitely going to be easier if he wants to isolate Steven on the island to do that in this disguise. I believe that... that Steven's guard enforces the regular Villa guard. I could be wrong, but he enforces most of the Villa employees that aren't the bodyguard. Yeah, no, I guess not. I guess he only knows the people that he doesn't directly work with for some reason. But Meekah here is looking for a personal trainer grab. Not really sure what the approach they're looking for is. Briefcase toss here and a bump on the resort staff might have been good. Yep, seems like the trainer is coming in. Very nice. And assuming that wasn't seen there, yep, looks like that's a good grab. You do want to sedate there, because otherwise you're going to have to spend time dealing with the resort staff, and you can't dump the body down the laundry chute, because for some reason that kills them, so... Here is isolation here for Meekah on that folding knife kill. That's going to be on Steven.
So, that's
Very nice.
taken care of. Well done. 2 targets remaining.
Taran, still not a whole lot of progress here on Steven, and Meekah is probably going to be getting this chef assault rifle kill on Ludmilla here very shortly. They have a durian as well, so not really any rep potential in this position. Yeah, body found is just the trainer. That's going to be fine.
That is Ludmilla Vetrova.
I'm not entirely sure where the trainer goes to get his clothes back, but there's no closets that would, you know, ever give him a reason to go into the bathroom that Steven's in, so... I'm assuming he's just going to change by the sleeping lifeguard. Meekah even using a banana on the chef. Decently likely that somebody from outside sees that, but it'll be fine as long as this door gets closed. And Meekah is set up here for this Ludmilla kill. Taran is now approaching Steven here, surrounded by civilians. Okay.
Just one more target to go.
Assault rifle chef taken care of for Meekah. Just needs cleaver villa staff there on Tyson. And of course this is going to give them access to the cleaver if they don't already have it. And Villa Guard Disguise will get them as easy of an entry as possible back into the villa where Tyson is isolated, and then the keys will be ready for the exit. So there should be very little room for failure here, unless they just open the complete wrong door for some reason. Taran spotted on cameras, and it looks like Steven is still up. I can't really tell.
Good day to you, sir.
Not sure what they're looking for here. Yeah, he is still up. That is a scalpel. Yeah, they're looking for the emetic syringe. Nice. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little too late here, but, I mean, it's going to be tough no matter what when you randomly get this card played against you, and you kind of have to improv it on the fly. But Meekah, even playing it safe, hiding that body, notices the female staff is pathing around, and didn't grab the keys, but they're just going to exit seaplane here. So yeah, that will be Meekah taking both their map pick, and one they were quite significantly favored on. That audio with the storm is loud, bro. So yeah, it'll be 2-0 lead here for Meekah, and then that will mean that Meekah is going to get the first card play here to give Taran the opportunity to respond to that. Getting random pings in Discord, that's super helpful. Rest in peace, the Discord not re-adding the tags on copy paste. So yeah, our map order, at least so far, is going to be Santa Fortuna up next, and then Colorado after that, and then beyond that point, we'll have to see what the score is looking like. But those are the intended maps. Obviously, those can change, but the bands are Sapienza and Miami, which don't really matter at this point because the RNG maps are already set and cards can overwrite map bands. So Meekah also has a freestyle roulette card, so we're gonna see that same idea here on SF, and it's definitely one of the maps in the trilogy that gets the most improvement from the freestyle format because it's one of the worst maps in terms of getting disguises that require you to make several trips across the map, and obviously it's one of the biggest maps, so that should make things a little easier on Meekah, considering it was their opponent's map pick, if they're not super happy with the map. I don't know why Taran has no audio. It might just because they're streaming their desktop instead of game capture, so they might just have their audio sources muted. Taran has played Untouchable, so we're actually going to train. We are going to be seeing train roulette for at least the first time in a long time, because it was in Bonus Royale forever ago, but other than that, I'm not sure it's ever been played for roulette. And yeah, it's a bit obnoxious if you don't know the map. I don't believe there's anything banned. I mean, I'm not sure if Hitmaps even has all the proper kills, because I know there's some maps where there's literally impossible kills that will show up in Hitmaps just because they aren't played enough for people to even notice that. But I don't know. I guess if Alpha isn't sure, they can DM me and I can tell them if the spin should be legal or not. And then I believe the way the round works is when you go to create the round, I think there should be a drop down that shows up right after you create it, but before you like finalize it, that has spaces to add the cards. But I mean, if it's not working or whatever, it's not a huge deal. You would love to play this. So would Timothy Cubington. I can't imagine that Taran has put a ton of practice into this map. Because I mean, you know, this isn't the world's most serious tournament, so it's not like people are gonna grind 30 hours of train just to have a map win here. But is there any accident you can do on Edwards? Yeah, fall should be possible. I don't know of anything else though, because obviously it cuts off the rest of the train. But yeah, like falling object is obviously not going to be there. Meekah says, isn't there only suit starts in this map? That is correct. Yep, just suit starts. And obviously that freestyle card isn't going to be doing anything because there's only one target. So that was basically nullified, but you know, it's not the highest value card in the world, so probably not too big of a deal. Yeah, they're hoping it's not a suit start because probably they are not suit or train Sasso enjoyers, so that would probably lead to a lot of improving. But, you know, obviously if it's one of the like office disguises or something like that, then they'll be able to move freely for the most part. And they'll both be free to start whatever the furthest spawn point is, the one that starts you behind the pile of logs or whatever.
Take him down. Take him down.
Okay, we're gonna have to turn that game sound from Meekah. That's a little much. Super duper freestyle train. So true, man. Got to use wacky extensions for the spin type. I'm not even really sure what you mean. Hey, Lucy. Taran adding their music to the spin in real time. I mean, it says you don't get non-target kills on this map, so I think that means that you can kill everyone on the train and still finish the spin legally. Smile. This is where you want to this is where you want to play that phone a friend card that you may or may not have and call Scruffy to tell you how to do the spin, or whoever else has done speedruns before. Target number 1, we've got Silent Shotgun, that is legal, as Providence Security Guard Militia Zone. I couldn't even tell you which disguise that is because I can't see the whole picture. But I'm assuming based on the fact that it says Militia Zone that it's one of the earlier disguises. And not one of the office security. Let's see, is it this disguise right here? I guess. It looked like that said Providence Security Guard. One with baseball cap. That's definitely got a baseball cap. So I'm assuming that'll get you through till probably at least the first like 75% of the mission. Maybe until you start to get to the more fortified sections before the office that you might start having problems with it. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. But yeah, it's definitely not a suit spin, so a lot easier navigation here. Taran, yep, there you go. At least knows that you can just walk right past blind guards. Like gonna leave a gun for this guard. I don't know how safe he's gonna be behind this pool table. Got the only one that's not an enforcer picking it up. And I have no idea where the weapon boxes are. Oh, never mind. It just changed after he already walked over to it. Alright, sure. Taran is still moving through in the suit. Huge key grab. You can't even go out this window. You can turn this on and get in the box, though. I'm not sure how far along you can get before this disguise stops being there, so you probably don't want to be trying to do a bunch of backtracking. Alright, Taran is now Mall Cop challenge unlocked. Huge progress. Both of them with the shotgun on the back. And fortunately not much in the way of throwables, it seems like.
Where are we supposed to be exactly?
Is that window to the left of the pool table not one you can climb out of?
Nah, somewhere in Romania. We're on a loop, Doc.
Okay, we're just gonna frontal this guard. Yeah, that's not... If that worked, we would be leg-shotting guards to knock them out like it was 2016. Huge achievement, Steam achievement unlock there for taran as well. We are making big progress on this spin, fellas. Okay, Meekah has now gotten a different disguise. Presumably to help them clear their way to move the correct disguise. The problem is you can't throw a rusty nail, and they've got nothing else to throw. You have been summoned, VFG. You have been summoned. I expect to see a fastest possible completion video from you on this spin. You just one train away from the last guard with this disguise. Well, a little scouting might help, but... What are the rules? Well, you can't cover aim, and I don't even think there's any boosting on this map anyways, so that's about it, I think. Meekah is currently weapon report gaming. Another enforcer coming back through. Nice. There's... Oh, subdue boost. Yeah, that's true. No boosting at all. Ooh. Yeah, that's unfortunate for Meekah. Presumably won't take them as long to get back there the second time, but it was definitely a bit of a struggle getting the disguise out of the room for them. And taran is, I mean, taran is gaming right now. Meekah is only 5 minutes behind optimal. Brother, I'd be in the same position, probably. Silence pistol hype. You can craft a silence pistol. Most broken item in the game. That's huge. Meekah needs to pick up like 30 weapons to use them for reports later. Taran is, I think that's the same spot that Meekah just ripped in. And taran currently moving in a disguise that they don't really need. There we go. We've got it back here. And this guy just chills out here by himself because he's meant to tutorialize the fuse cell thing, so that's not going to get found. If this were a real roulette map, I'm not sure that you would be allowed to do that, but there's nothing that says you can't, so... Huge rusty. You can't throw the rusty nail. You can't throw the fuse cell either. Okay, we've got a crowbar. Nice. Picking up the fuse. Oh my god, Darren. Picking up the fuse cell after you use it is what I meant. That seems like something that's not in the spirit of roulette. Smile. I don't see why it wouldn't be allowed. Brother has never read a message in the roulette channel of Route 7 speedrun community. Alright, we are continually gun report gaming. I have no idea where Broski is going to take that thing, but hopefully the other way. Yep. Okay, this fella's just going to stay in here, I guess. We've got another key. Huge. Taran is going to be spending a while catching up to where they just were. I'm pretty sure this is literally exactly what Meekah did the last time. Except that they dealt with an extra guard, so... They are making some progress here. Anyone else? Anyone else watching Taran stream there, or just me? Okay, all right. Taran just died. Had like a very amusing ragdoll off the train, and then opened a text prompt to type out "he can die" in all caps with like 15 question marks. Hope you can't go that way. There's ice on it. 47's not strong enough to climb on it. I mean, I'm assuming you can go around the other side, no? If you climb over top. They're not trespassing. Oh. Yeah, I mean... They looked around like they were confused, but they did kind of just open a door that an NPC was looking for to where a body was. Okay, we're switching the laboratory start from Meekah. I'm not sure that's the boost they needed. Okay, we're closing the text prompt here from Taran. They are definitely more of a knower when it comes to the disguise, so...
We need to find a catchy name for it. For when we go commercial, I mean.
You figure this thing
See, this is the strat here. Can you get infinite crowbars, or can you only spawn infinite crowbars? Like, do you have to get rid of the one for it to spawn another one? Yeah, definitely don't want to stab that guy in the neck. You can only spawn them. Sad. I thought they were like on to something with like was getting 100 throwables here to get through the map with. No fun allowed, unfortunately. Rusty screwdriver about to come in clutch for Taran. I'm assuming they're going to do a throw distract to get past these two guards. The problem is that even when I see people play this map optimally, it's very close to getting spotted. But, might be different because he's allowed to be here. Oh, brother. Oh, what? How did he not get spotted there? Okay, maybe the guard won't panic in this time. The problem is there. Yep, nope, he did. And they're both looking the opposite direction. Okay, folks, we might be here for a while. I'm not even sure how long it takes to get from the lab to the outdoor spawn, because, like, that's the only start you actually ever use after the first time you play the map. But this is truly roleplay rivals right now. You heard it here first from Scruffy. He says, Meekah sucks at this game.
Last time I saw weather like this, I was doing extreme conditions training.
I don't really know how much to commentate on here because they're just climbing through the same windows over and over again. Like, there's not there's not really a lot of strat variety in a straight line. We basically just have to wait for Taran to get back to the room that they just ripped in and see if they don't rip this time. Meekah's got the disguise here. W. They can take a shower now. Taran is back to the same guy. I think it's just Meekah's stream that's lagging because I have not dropped anything in quite a while. Okay, we've got the pistol crafted. Taran is looking to triple shot these two. Potentially, before placing the fuse cell. Or maybe they're going to do the fuse cell and then do it to avoid these guys causing any problems, but they might be moving too slow here. Okay, that's a little close. Oh, they're fine. Okay, never mind. I was going to say it was a little close to the guards behind him waking up. Or not waking up, but, like, you know, not being stunned anymore. Contemplates rage posting in Providence, but then decides to just change the playlist instead. Okay, this is what we needed. Bro's adjusting the seat height for the train spin here. We've got the music at 100 volume. We are locked in. This is the final boss of Hitman, is the two security guards in the room past the fuse cell point. I'm not even really sure what Meekah did to trigger this. Taran's gonna get himself killed again if he keeps walking into these posts. Nice. Challenge unlocked. Okay, Meekah just now got to the pool room. Oh, no, no, no. And Taran is now passing, or just past Sean 2. This is 20 seconds into the speed run. Listen, buddy, this is roulette, not a speed run, okay? This is serious gameplay only. None of that woke nonsense. Ooh, okay, that was close to being a 7-minute rip. Okay, guards moving. We're through the window. Couldn't they have just gone through that window without doing anything with the shotgun? Look at this. Guards dropping it off special just for them to pick it back up for the rest of the spin. Taran is in the disguise. I'm not even sure what attempt this is, but we've got 11 minutes left on the clock. This is the hardest map in the Hitman trilogy. Shotgun transport tech. There's the broke shotgun launch versus the Chad shotgun guard transport. Okay, Taran is back at it with the fuse cell. We've got an icicle this time. Will that make all the difference from the rusty screwdriver? Okay, we've now thrown it behind them. Okay, nope. Now thrown it behind them so they don't immediately see the throw, and we both ripped. Oh, brother. Fellas, I think this one might be a tie. Because I think in-game time-wise, that was about all the time left in the spin for Meekah. And, Taran's lacking a little bit of the special sauce to get past those guards. So I'm not sure another improv attempt will fix it. Meekah swapped back to the further start here. We're triple shotting like a boss. Ooh, that's a little close. Nope, was able to cover behind the pool table. You might want to move before they come out of it. Seems like, oh my god. Seems like accidentally shot through the door at the end there and panicked this guy without triple shotting him. Automod held a message for using blocked channel terms. Cheat viewers on... Oh, this is a lovely website. I might have to check that out after the stream. Oh. My overlay seems to have exploded. Can I get a refresh there? Oh, bad gateway. Alright, well. Somebody go ahead and wake Curry up at 3:47 a.m. Did you click it? I didn't touch anything. I was actually denying a spam bot in my chat. Seems like Meekah has now noticed that the spin is broken. Yeah, I mean this has happened before this tournament, and I don't really know if it fixes itself or if Kari has to reset the website, because I know he said it was an issue with Discord. Because the same thing happened in my match. I mean, at this point they can just play out the rest of this spin, because like I think they know what the spin is by now, but rest of the match after this map might have to get postponed. I'm not really sure what the status is there on the Iron Man site. Ooh, that's another rep. Unlimited spin timer. Please no. Please no. But yeah, I think we've got like 4 or so minutes left on the spin time or something like that. Everything good. Yeah, everything's great. That's why the link is broken for everyone. It's just you, homie. Okay, fellas, this was going to be a timeout tie anyways, so... from the point that they were both delayed by the link breaking, they already didn't have enough time to finish the spin with the progress that had been made so far anyways. So I pray for their sake that this doesn't get ruled as a respin, but you never know. I am just one person on the team.
To his last known position on the double.
No, I lost him too.
Where are we supposed to be exactly? Ukraine? It all looks the same through the blizzard.
Nah, somewhere in Romania.
I mean, Meekah is still playing, but like I said, even if the timer was still existing, it would be a timeout anyways, so Taran isn't really losing any time.
Since the Cold War. In theory, this thing only needs to stop for review.
A regular ghost.
Let me see if I can even access the website. Pad gateway. Host error. Yeah, fellas, I don't think it's happening. That's going to be a quick error code 502.
Hello everyone and welcome to the continuation of this Rules Bracket Round 1 match from Wacky Roulette 2, Meekah versus Taran. This is either the first or the second day, no matter how you, or I guess depending on how you look at this. Gonna have to Meekah is the player 1. And then click, and then I'll have to figure it out very quickly, and also PGDM is about the link, so no worries. Gonna have to find the Taran. I think it's Taran Pritz, something like that, but from the signups I'll get the other. Where is Taran? Taran Pritz 1. Okay. Okay, so we continue on map number 3, Haven Island. I don't know if this is my channel or Chris's channel, so either hi or not. 2 more minutes until the start, aka the continuation, and we will pick up this match. Oh, I see how we got here. I don't know if this was supposed to be the case, but... Okay, Colorado was supposed to happen, and then Taran played a card for Bitter Pill, and then Meekah played a card for the Last Resort. PG, can you unmark your reactions? Because the green pin is for us to recognize if a card has been taken away from the player on the card side. So that's why we say that. That's why we reacted like that. Thank you so much. Taran is happy that he has Emetics this time, but of course Meekah cannot change that anymore. So 2 more minutes until the start. I hope my stuff works there. I don't know if Meekah has music or not, and Taran has no volume, so we have to listen to Meekah.
Come on! Shoot that flying son of... I lost him! I lost him!
Thank you so much, PG, for setting up for this one. And I think I'll just do one stream promote about it'll be round 1, Meekah versus taran. You're doing it, PG, and we'll talk through anything if anything crazy or controversial or need clarification. But here now, I pull OBS to the side. This one is here. Taran just saw that it's 20 more seconds. Meekah looks ready as always. This is gonna be not a full match, hopefully a quicker one, hopefully not 2 hours. It may be 2 hours if we combine the 2 VODs, but it will be either for Chris X3 or me to figure this one out. But the match continues with this Haven spin. Tyson Williams, NTKO SMG as the Sir, Stephen Bradley, Explosive on the Water Scooter as a tech crew, and Ludmila Vetrova Firex as a resort staff. So this can flow very nicely in the one specific case if you do Tyson Rush and the new kill. So this kind of requires a lot from these players. In place of that, you can always do Tyson's second cycle. You can start Villa, take the tech crew, Explosive on Scooter, and whatnot. But I think Meekah is gonna show us how to do this in the game array, and curious to see how taran will approach this. But for now, we have Meekah's throw. I think nice, that was heard by multiple NPCs, but it was the Monsieur who went for it, so it will be a successful first KO. And in the Meekah has the SMG, so that will make, well, for most part, that will make Tyson Rush easier, because it's triple shot and whatnot. I guess the triple shot can be done pistol SMG as well, and the 2 delays and distractions can be done with in a thrown way. And yeah, I was late for the cards. I was really hoping for the bitter pill. I think bonus missions are the best addition for this. But it was denied, and now we have the second Haven of this match, because yesterday, it was 3 AM my time, but yesterday for the Americans, the match began with a Haven win by Meekah, and then the Carpathian Mountains was played. I was so happy to see that. It came some very funny moments. I couldn't even watch the whole screen. But, oh, for Meekah, the lady turns in a very awkward way. But other than that, I think Meekah's chat is very sound, because this will get Tyson down in minute 45. Take the tech crew disguise, which I don't know if trespassing or not on the island. I think if push comes to shove, you can just sneak around the island with a couple lures and panics. Not a lot of NPCs, luckily, so I'm not really bothered about it. And that means that can be 2 kills down at around 3 or 4 minutes. I had to put something away, but now for Meekah, gun for the keys is crazy. Oh yeah, that is actually. I mean, if you start Steven's side, I don't think that's bad. I think the way this skill lines up best is if you do Tyson first and go to the private island. And I didn't know this for the longest time, but there is one more key on the island. Just, I guess, fell through the cracks and is actually in the sand on the ground. I don't know what the story about it is. Let's see how this second Meekah throw works out. Okay, dodges the head turn. The second one is really close. It's usually a bit of a problem, but now Meekah gets there. Throw on the wall, don't be too quick, I guess. Lock on the right head. That's Meekah with Tyson down in a rush fashion. And that was indeed correct. And I'm sure if Meekah's checking after the fact or something. No, I mean, now I'm more sure that Meekah is looking up. How the heck do we do explosive on the water scooter?
Tyson Williams eliminated. Excellent
But
work.
I think it's promising because Googling, indeed. It's promising because Meekah looks very sharp in the newer strats. I love Meekah's comeback story. It's I mean, I'll have troubles with which tournament, which tournaments they played and which tournaments they didn't. But there was about a year-old gap where Meekah might have played tournament but wasn't really active, and now it's back in 2025, and I mean, it looks one of the best prepped players for the upcoming World Championship. Taran, it's kind of a Haven viewpoint because you can't see who you get spotted by, but it is the exit, the two reservoir staffs at the exit of, is that like a speedboat? I'm not sure what that vehicle classifies as, but you can definitely see into this room if the door is still open, and that was the case for Terran, unfortunately, who will have to swallow this bitter pill. It's the only one, I promise. I won't even put the Haven map into a joke like that. So I think what really makes or breaks the next couple minutes is whether the tech crew is allowed here or not, and he is not, but I feel like you can definitely go to the scooter and plant the bomb on it. And I mean, it's kinda up to Meekah. I would take the free keys, but it's okay to leave the island as well. It kinda looked like Meekah through part of the island. I think the stream is just not in a perfect condition. Meekah had some stream issues, but looks much better now. Maybe the first match was problematic back in winners round 1 or something, but looks much better. The problem for Meekah is that they kinda, well, cameras is one problem, but needs to be very quick on getting these keys. Maybe to the point where you also want to take a disguise and give it to Steven on the island. I don't think Meekah has a sedative. And I don't think that will lure NPCJ to the bushes. So that will be a setback. You see, I mean, thematic may have just be a bit of a trouble.
We don't have to talk to that Petrova woman anymore.
Well, you say Taran is not cooking, but I don't know what this guard is doing. This triple shooting the camera, leg shot him. Yeah, I couldn't really find the reason why would you do that. I suppose it was just an accident. Taran gets the resource staff from here, which is good. The resource staff took the briefcase. No. Oh yeah, now the briefcase must be up there. Just the guard is panicking. Oh my god.
Hey, you. Greetings, sir.
Yeah, safe to say it's not gonna cause any kills just yet.
Selling part of the data to harvesters and advertisers. He just wants out now. He told me he'd ask Haven for $500 million. $500 million?
The door is closed now. There's the resource staff. And there's the briefcase. I think the whole band is back together. Just not really an ideal spot for any kills. Maybe wait another minute or so until Ludmila is in emetic range. When she goes to the bathrooms, actually. But for Meekah, was the same emetic position for Ludmila.
right, darling. I'm heading up to the villa now. Best check
Meekah's going to the
Security. I need
resort
some help.
staff hut, but not for the resort staff. Is they're going to this room for the keys. Yeah, I'm a bit scared whether the body will be found there. Maybe the door helped Meekah, but they have the keys now. Definitely the priority is to get to Lud and KO her. So heading to 1 second. I'm not sure if it was the first or the second seeker for Taran, but Ludmilla has been hit. And could be potential. Oh, that was just a step too early. She's going to Portman Hut. I guess for Taran it would have been best if the third seeker had hit, but only 2 in each dart. 2 in each gun. And there's no real way in, but funny enough, the resort staff is the one disguised is allowed on the premises. Hopefully he's allowed inside. Nice. The turtle hut has been discovered for Taran, but I don't think I've been here more than 3 times. And never in matches, so can't really blame him.
Listen, I can't go
Portman is in a problematic position, but I guess silent KO, quick kill, and hopefully it works out. I don't know. This mostly feels like a rip for Taran. Tricky. As for Meekah, I'm not sure why they're dragging the guard to the other bathroom. I don't even know which side is better to watch right now, because Taran has Jason Portman to work with, who plays the gun to move the guard away or Portman away. I mean, Portman is going away, but the guard doesn't, and the guard called it into another guard, who I think is now going through the living room. I think the minimap says that he's coming. Oh no, don't do it, Taran, now. Don't do it now. I think he repacked at the right time, but KO'd anyway. Oh my god, unfortunate. So with Meekah getting the, I think the Ludmilla KO down.
everywhere for those.
I mean, I hope they did. Because, oh, Ludmilla is up.
My pleasure.
That's, I mean, Meekah went through all the effort to, I said everyone around Ludmilla, but not herself. I mean, I guess if Meekah has one more Emetic, just a single one, then the rest of the spin will be a breeze, but I'd love to see into this inventory that is indeed a seeker with one more dart, but there's no angle. Oh, there is an angle, but this is, oh, Meekah 951 and has to do something else. Well, there are various amounts of improvising that you can do here. I will always argue for the Spire, yeah, especially with her guard not being around anymore. I think that is the best solution right now. But Meekah needs to become a tech crew sometime soon, because it's not gonna be a long time until Steven is on the scooter, and I was worried about the head turns and the sky cycles as well, but looks like Meekah has secured these disguises. But now it will be it's getting high time to at least get nearby. I don't see Steven, it was too tiny on the instinct. The disguise is either in this bathroom, and honestly it cannot really be anywhere else. Ah, thank god it's here. And Steven is flying right now.
So,
Good
that's
timing.
Stephen Bradley
Excellent
taken
kill.
care of. Well done.
So 1 kill to go, and
one
I
more
imagine
target to go.
that Ludmilla would need to be KO'd in this little corridor. But the Monsieur was KO'd 11 minutes ago.
Keep everyone else out.
So I
No problem at
don't know
all.
how this will work out. I mean,
Excuse me.
it has to be an immediate KO.
Look, you will need to book a time with Miss Petrova. She controls the
Oh my god, I think Meekah did this. I think Meekah did this because there was no screaming, no nothing. There's no reason for anyone to suspect anything. Oh my god, that was amazing. 11:45. And I don't think Meekah has a briefcase anywhere near. So I guess it's 2 more chips, one with the fire axe and one with the resort staff, and one for the cameras. And this door could have been opened in a way to see the resort staff, and he's opening it again. Please keep that door closed, because a picture-in-picture can come any second. At least that's the guard. We start with the smaller problem, but it's okay. It's like I said with the channel join cards, it's a problem for tomorrow. The resort stuff will be a problem for tomorrow as well.
Nice day for it, isn't it?
Sir, please don't enter. Miss Petrova sets up this bar appointment.
I think it's just a wonderful accent, by the way, by the receptionist. So, please don't enter. I would definitely go in circles there in a way. Yeah, Meekah's opening the door 2 more times. That's gonna be quite not happy, and this is very, very head turn dependent, and turnip was immediately seen. I guess I think the second door is a bit more problematic. I think they're fine. I think this is it. Apart from the fact that cameras, but
Okay.
but how hard can it be? I mean, like, surely the cameras are not gonna be the problem. Make sure to close the door, and there is no situation where this would be heard. Back to yellow guns, no more NPCs to kill or KO or anything in
That's all
between.
we need to do from here.
Not quite all we need to do from here, but I'm sure Meekah is aware. Meekah has
Good work.
the silenced SMG, and I suppose at this point just take the resort guard, and I think that's what Meekah is doing. But they're not opening the door more times, thankfully, and it's gonna be the villa cam box instead. Which, I mean, there are easier and harder ways to do this, riskier and safer, so let's leave it to Meekah which option they choose. But here's the SMG. Obviously you can just fling it at the cam box and all hell break loose, but hopefully, just hopefully, it's gonna be the pistol. No, it's gonna be the SMG. Okay. Only 2 bullets. And stays green. And makes a lot of sense to just go back to that same speedboat which saw all of those resort stabs during the spin. But it looks like it's gonna be the GG. Unless Jason Portman walks the spy at 15:15. I cannot confirm nor deny, so you have to stay vigilant about that. But if Meekah finishes, then, like I told Scruffy, the admin page will show the down press, and you can just accept it, and then go to the right hand side of the same page and go to the drop down menu and increase Meekah's scores by 2, and that will end the run and clear the spin. Nice done by Meekah. I don't know if it's first try. No, it's the second try, because the Tyson Rush strategy didn't work out the first try with the maid. But nicely done, GG, and Meekah is now... Meekah has won the tournament, because that's like what? Like 5 matches worth of points. I think the drop down will, like... Huh. But it's okay, I mean, it's also perfectly fine to just use it and change it to 5. I think it happened to a different match. I don't remember, but no worries. I think everyone knows what the score is. And now Meekah gets to pick a card first. If it's so we had, it's not Colo, Haven is map number 3, Meekah, and then looks like we are going to Marrakesh next, unless of course these cards say otherwise. Hey Alf, how's it going? Sapi is not my favorite map, but I'm so jealous that you got to play 4 Sapiens back to back in the same match. That sounds amazing. It's very wacky. Hats off to you guys. So, Meekah, and I'm trying to never reveal how many cards someone has, but we had Meekah and Taran's hand reduced by the 2 cards each that they played, and it looks like it's gonna be freestyle roulette, which okay, we'll see what the other card is, but for PG that's info. When the next Wacky round is selected, it's gonna be the first box that you tick is no targets freestyle roulette, and if you tick that on, then we will have the target number 1, target number 2 thingies. Taran is pondering, and I remember this from previous match. Obviously, he's window catchering, so it's not showing the entire spin. But now, say sorry like a true Canadian, and no business. Opponent cannot bring briefcase, gear, or smuggle. So Meekah going briefcase less, which was, I think, an early restriction in the previous match, and Channel did quite well in Hokkaido. I love the mental warfare with Terran saying sorry for the card, which, I mean, it's not great, but also not terrible. But Meekah says, I saw the notif for sorry and started tweaking, and I think that's just, if you do it right, you just say sorry for each card. So it's map number 4, and yeah, unfortunately it removes the cards when the new round starts, so sorry you have to do them again, but very nicely, quickly done with the cards there, PJ, appreciate it. And because it's a loadout card, we have some consideration about this next spin. Obviously, it is PJ's, I don't know what's the word, it's admin discretion, so PJ's discretion to see which spins are through or not. The spin will have to be in a way that is possible and realistically possible without a briefcase. So I would say an AR would be fine on Reza's side, and probably on Klaus's as well. I would need a couple more seconds to think about, like, stealing it is not so difficult from far away from Klaus. Obviously no snipers. And you can make the same argument. Hopefully the spin just is in a way that is doable for without large items.
Hey, you! Get the heck out of here!
There's just so many things to think about. Oh my god, I guess it's locked into sniper. It's amazing to hear.
Jesus H. Christ.
Yeah, it's and the worst case scenario is that it comes up sniper and we just delete the spin and respin, so it's never any harm done, no worries. Yeah, we shall see. I'm very curious. And of course, without a briefcase, the sabers and the battle axes are also consideration, but there's one safe saber on Razor's side, and with this being a roulette freestyle spin, it also kind of means that it will be fair and square for roulette freestyle. Marrakesh edition. Map number 4 is here. Let's see if Taran can stay in the tournament. We have injected poison military soldier and letter opener concealed security. I wonder which kill should I do for which target. The letter opener for Razor perhaps. Obviously these spins don't have to be balanced between the two targets. It's just funny that there is no freestyling for this spin, but otherwise it's very nicely done.
Most impressive.
Obvious constant start for Meekah and Taran, and I did miss it, but
Klaus Strandberg.
where is the letter? Oh yeah, but now Taran gets the confirmation, and because just some mental calculations which I always like to do, with Taran not starting suit and taking up a small hidden stash, we are now confirmed that Taran didn't use a briefcase, so it's all legal for him, but of course we'll do the same for Meekah.
Hey, what?
No knockout item for Taran. I don't know how the prompt appeared, but that's nice.
Klaus Strandberg, most
No
wanted
alarm.
man in Morocco.
Okay, works. NPCs work in mysterious ways for both of them, but
Target down.
Meekah gets the kill.
Next up,
Taran
Razor Zaydan.
quickly behind, and it is gonna be a race to the line. This, I think, a very nice breath of fresh air for Taran for sure, but I think Meekah will appreciate a nice quick spin as well. It's always impressive to see when someone can pull stuff like this first try, because there are so few spins which cater to exactly these areas. But luckily it worked out fine. Taran discovering all these areas, which makes me think that how did he have the mastery for this start? Look, if he's accidentally on Peacock, I'm not gonna execute him, because it's... Anyway, lose the bracket and 1-5, but I feel like that might be the case, or how's... Or is the concept a very low level mastery start? Anyway, just some things to think about as Meekah is grabbing Militia Soldier, hopefully cleanly, but no, this area is really not safe, which means it's a Taran lead.
You made it. Most impressive, 47. Now to
Yeah, I mean,
locate Klaus Strandberg.
it's pretty likely that Taran has, like, you know, mastery 9 and never really... But how do you never go to... Or is it the new platform for Taran? I mean, I never wanted to, like, to accuse someone, but it's... Or when you do the progress transfer from, I think Taran was BS, so you got the mastery
Target
transfer
down.
that way,
Next up,
but
Razor
not the
Zaydan.
area master, which I kinda remember having to clear in Hitman's 3 again. Anyway, I'm sure it's fine, and even if it isn't, I think we would survive. But the mission stories I understand. I think it was definitely trigger for the first time. I think Taran just realized that this is in the militia soldier spin and not the militia elite spin. Oh my god, I can't speak anymore, but it's been 3 hours now, so... Meekah lived exactly to this, what Meekah's about to do.
Alright, stay put. I got
Got seen through the cracks of that wooden pane.
Lightly annoyed, we'll admit.
And I mean, it's just a different timing. Okay, it's fine. I mean, considering all this, I think Meekah is back in a competitive position. Dare I say the lead? Because Taran, a blue egg and a dream goes to the rooftop. And we'll get a safe soldier, just unfortunately not. Unfortunately not a close one. Okay, not quite the rooftop, but a secluded area. It's a lot of bullets. A lot of bullets for Meekah.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
And I think it's... Oh my god, okay. It's one enforcer dot. I think the other one might turn any second now, which makes infiltrating harder, but Meekah looks to be through. I would... Yeah. Luckily the whoosh didn't go so far, so Meekah is the first one in the school in the correct disguise. Taran not terribly far behind, but I think this is now outside of the photo finish range. Meekah would have to restart for Taran to take this map.
Now to locate
Hey Rupen. Hey, exactly, sometimes that's the way you have to do this.
Zayden does date some beautiful women, I'll give him that. And they sure seem to flock around him with his chiseled Omar show.
It's gonna be very straightforward for Meekah, but it is one of the few kills where you can't do anything quicker than the usual throw to the side. Luckily, Reza is very close there. No keys for this spin. And it is hostile area, so it is now down to how much Meekah wants to risk this. There's the syringe. Don't think Meekah has any more tranks, which would have saved immensely. It might be main exit for Meekah.
Both targets down.
Yep,
Now head towards
drop
an exit.
down, no enforcers. No enforcers in the window anyway, and takes this legal disguise to jog to the exit, and it will be a 7-1 victory for Meekah. We'll move on to round 2 of the losers bracket. I think I can now at least open tournament. It's not the greatest of the jinxes if I do it like
I
this.
hear they were close, so...
How's your father?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. He's upstairs right now working on this novel of his, some kind of political thriller.
And if I can find the correct settings, and I'm just gonna find the match first, because this is a Meekah win. It is Meekah 7-1, as we said 30 seconds ago. Taran wasn't too far behind. A 52-1 indeed. Entire deck of cards, 52. Impressive win. But it was nicely done by Meekah. Obviously the first Haven was more about the tenacity than just the quick plays, but I think Meekah showed quite a strength on this Marrakesh as well, with the one restart of course, otherwise no big problems. So 7 for Meekah and 1 for Taran, but nicely done by Taran as well. Obviously he's played a long time ago in roulette competitions, including RRs. He took a very long break, and he showed interest in roulette lately again, but obviously facing master issues and time issues, and just generally has a very busy schedule. So we appreciate Taran to sign up for both this event and roulette divisions, and obviously his time at Wacky will end now, but hopefully we will see him in RWC 2025. Our bracket will get updated with the... Oh, let me just add the Daisy Blythe match, which is 6-2 for Blythe, and then we can have a fuller picture, because we have a couple more seconds here before anything else. Daisy Blythe is 2-6. And I think nothing else is missing. Okay, which means I can refresh. It will be ugly for 2 seconds, 1 second only. Hey, I added the score, I promise. I'm gonna force this one. The update was successful, I don't get it, but Daisy vs Blythe is also there. But for Meekah specifically, they move on to round 2 and we'll play Alex Hiller, and the winner of that match will evade Greor in round 3. So exciting times there, and a couple exciting matches for this evening too. Chris versus Giannini at the top of the hour, just 25 more minutes. That's not gonna say the last, but one of the... Yeah, it is the last of the winners bracket round 3 matches. Winner will face Scruffy in the round of 6. And of course, still a nice tournament and a potential LBD run for the loser, but very hype match in 25 minutes. And PG versus Channel Reindeer will hopefully round off the day an hour after that at midnight. Oh, and Moo is already casting the next match. That's very great news. Appreciate his help in advance, and I can now appreciate PG's help for this half of a match. Very nice done there, very smooth. Couple of maps that we have done here. Hopefully your match gets to take place, and hopefully you get to play. Sounds very hype. Thanks to Chris for... I think he cast Min? No. Thanks to Chris for casting the first half. Thanks to Alf for admin in the first half. And thanks to us for taking care of the second half. But I'm sure it will be stitched together or something like that. So will not feel odd to the 11 VOD viewers over the next 1 year. But yeah, until next time, see everyone.